Hello everyone, I'm Matt, joined by Rich.
Hello.
And we are here to talk Assassin's Creed Odyssey, what looks to be the next game in the Assassin's Creed series.
Yes, indeed.
So today, a fairly hefty news story is broken, that it looks like Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the new game. It's the sequel to Assassin's Creed Origins, it would seem.
Yep.
How do we know about this?
Well, the big development that makes it funnily... This has been rumoured for a while, but it looks pretty much official now, pretty much confirmed. A French site called Jeux Video appeared to have been tipped off about the existence of Assassin's Creed Odyssey by an insider who sent them a photo of a piece of promotional merchandise. Specifically, it's a keyring, which is attached to a Corinthian helm, a type of the Greek warrior helmet that originated in Corinth and then spread all over the ancient Greece as the iconic hoplites helmet, and it's in a blister packaging which has some new Assassin's Creed Odyssey artwork on the top of it, which looks very official. Jeux Video, we haven't heard them leak video game news before too often, but Nebel, a Twitter account who is known for breaking leaks and being well connected, tweeted it out. And then Kotaku's Jason Schreier, who, as we all know, is very well connected and has broken many stories in the past, he appeared to corroborate it as well. Someone on the thread asked him how long he's known about it, and he said a couple of months, few months.
So, I mean, that's fairly big, and say we've got two massive Twitter accounts there that we know are very, very well linked.
Yep.
So it feels like this is the real deal, right?
It feels like this is solid, and it is a development because, I mean, it's not entirely new. Actually, the first I remember about a Greek Assassin's Creed was just before lead up to E3 last year, so about a year ago, where there was a 4chan thread that said that Ubisoft's plan for the series was a trilogy, starting in ancient Egypt and then with a sequel following in ancient Greece, and then moving on somewhere else, we're not sure where. And because it's a 4chan thread and accounts there are anonymous and it's quite hard to be certain or be confident about a leak that comes from there. No one took it too seriously, but about 2 or 3 months ago it was further corroborated by comicbook.com, who cited several sources close to Ubisoft. So a little bit more of a reputable site, a little bit more of a reputable source that was willing to run with the story. They still admitted that it was essentially a rumour, but it did make things a little bit more solid. Their source said that Odyssey had started production in early 2017. So it's been going for a while now, and we should point out that we're not confident that it's going to be releasing this year. That goes against a lot of things that Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot has said, which we'll talk about in a sec. But if it started production in 2017 and was due to release 2019, that's about the right sort of schedule that you might expect.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely right to me. And also it's the sort of thing that we don't know what the end sting is to Ubisoft's conference, right? We kind of have ideas what they're going to announce in the big thing, but they always like to end on a big thing that they're not going to show off this year, but it's just to explain what's coming. I can see Odyssey being that final presentation.
Yeah, just a little sort of twist in the tail at their E3. But you shouldn't necessarily expect it to release this year. In fact, that would go against, as I mentioned, a lot of things that Yves Guillemot has said. We know that they abandoned the annualized release schedule for Assassin's Creed after Syndicate did not do great. And in February 2016, he said the goal is not to automatically return to an annualized cycle. And that was held up in an earning call not too long ago, where he said that with Origins, they're going to be focusing on ongoing support for that. And we've seen, at least we've seen a DLC drop, and he said there will be more. So while that doesn't explicitly rule out another release this year, it's clear that they are skeptical of of returning to an annualized schedule for releases. So probably we're going to see more Assassin's Creed Origins DLC announced and released throughout the rest of the year, with maybe a sting for Odyssey, and then that to come in holiday 2019, we would guess.
Yeah, and I can imagine that's very much the reason why, this is a keyring. It will be a case of sort of like, expect more Origins, but we've got this product that we want you to remember now, because in the coming sort of months, years, this is going to be a thing. I think it makes sense as well, the fact that we won't be getting it, because Origins has done fantastically for the company. Absolutely. And I think it's largely to do with the fact that the time they took to get it right. Yeah, I think a lot of this makes sense.
And it makes sense for them to sort of want to emulate the success that they had with the Ezio trilogy as well. So
absolutely,
a Bayek trilogy that goes from Greece to Egypt to Greece rather. Again, it's something that seems sensible. It's also worth noting, and I'll just confine myself to saying so much and no more. We saw Origins teased and leaked and hinted at a lot in the run-up to its final announcement. And a lot of those leaks came thick and fast during the build-up to E3, and we're in exactly the same time of year again. And look what's happening. I'll leave it there.
Well, that's Rich's theory. I'm sure you've probably got some theories of your own about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Why not drop those in the comments below? If you enjoyed what we've brought you today, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, catch you later.
Bye.